Hello, happy new moon, everyone. This is Shakti. I am so excited. I've really been looking forward to tonight, all week, even month, just to be able to connect with all of you. Really and truly, it feels like so much time has passed between our rituals and our gatherings. And since we have been together, happy anniversary. It has been a year now. We started in April of last year doing the Shakti spiral new moon rituals. And so this marks a year of working together, gathering together every new moon. So, welcome to all of you. And if this is your very first new moon, I welcome you with such love and appreciation. And thank you for sharing this time with me and with everybody. This is such a fabulous group. I'm truly, truly honored. I've done something different as we're waiting for everybody to get online right now. I activated the group chat. It's funny because I never really fiddled around with all of the command on the other side of the screen. It's like there's all these little symbols for different things, and the group chat is now up. If you are on the Shakti Spiral event page on Google Plus, if you're streaming YouTube, unfortunately we don't have that capacity yet to do that, but this is so exciting. So if you have anything to add while we're kind of waiting or whatever, when we're chatting, you can go ahead and do that with the group chat. So, welcome. I have, like I said, been looking forward to this. This has been such an experience and such a blessing to take part in ritual with you every month under different astrological signs, under different energies. It has been my most favorite time. And why do we do ritual? We are by nature ritualistic creatures. We find ritual and comfort in ritual because it is something that marks and hallmarks a pretty important time in your life. It We have rituals every year to celebrate our solar return, our birthday. We have ritual when it comes to anniversaries or when it comes to hallmarking a certain time in your life. And so these times, marking the moon cycles, are really important because they play a really big part in the energies of our lives. They influence us. We're over 70% water, our bodies. And as you know, the moon affects the tides of the ocean, the water. It affects us just as well. And for some reason, it depends on where the full moon is. I resonate more with the new moon energy. I believe it is because it is a opportunity to do a lot of self reflection and to go within and to be in that womb space, that creative space, to really assess what it is that you're ready to create in your life and what you're ready to call forward and welcome. So, this new moon energy is just fabulous. It is something that I look forward to every month. And it is a super moon. So not only are we in the energies of Aries right now, we are in the super moon energy, which means that the moon is closest to the earth right now for the very first time this year. So there'll be usually sometimes super moons can be in the full moon or the new moon. It just depends on how the rotations are, what's going on in the planets. But so right now, this is the super new moon. So we really have an opportunity to once again delve deep, really go into the influence of Aries with assistance to look at the how I want to put the goals of our lives, the things that we are really wanting to manifest, the things that we may be missing and need assistance. And that is where the energies, when we gather together and we hold sacred space for one another, it really activates and really brings us into an alignment, and we are unified. And when two or more are gathered, miracles happen. And so later on today, or this evening, I'm going to bring in Mr. Wallace. I know that he wants to say a special thank you to all of you for those who've known and have tracked a lot of what's been going on personally with me. My beloved Mr. Wallace underwent surgery, a cranial surgery last month, and I want to say that we have been so blessed that he is doing so well. And it really means, without getting emotional, so we can kind of keep focus, I wanted to thank each and every one of you for holding such sacred space, because I felt you, my family felt you. Um, it was a challenging time for our family, and I could feel your love, and I want to thank you for for holding us in that divine space, because the the time that it's been taking him to do all these milestones and to heal in the way that he has, it is nothing short of a miracle. It is nothing short of just divine intervention. And you are the sacred divine. So thank you. Thank you so much. So here we are again, once again, in this beautiful energy, and so much that has taken place in the month. I mean, I'm sure there's probably so many stories of things going on, so many charged, almost electric energy that's happening right now within individuals, an opportunity, because we are in a 9 year, like I've mentioned in the past, we are really being shown things that need to be resolved, healed, acknowledged, embraced, finished, completed, all of these different energies. So a lot of people are experiencing stuff from the past, relationships, unfinished projects, creative energies, just certain things that we may have just kind of pushed aside, or just kind of are didn't want to deal with or acknowledge, or maybe felt we weren't good enough, and it's coming forward again. And in those energies and in that stream of possibility, we are here to really work and delve in the assistance of the energy of Aries. So without further ado, let's clear our space. I Well, for the anniversary of One Ascension, I created a beautiful set. That was the giveaway last month for of all mother oils and incense, and I just love to anoint myself. I did so before we started, but this just really plugs me in with the all mother oil. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I want to burn some to clear our space. Some sage. You can use whatever you want. If you have any cleansing herbs, any herbs that you find of blessing, or I've also burned a little bit of the All Mother incense that has always cleared space and created a sacred container. So I'm offering some to you now and to me, and taking that in. And in this space and time, I offer that we just really be present in this moment, whether you're watching live or you're watching later on in the rebroadcast. Really take this time to be present, to really give yourself permission to be fully present in this gathering, and give yourself the charge that you need, the permission that you need to take care of yourself and to hold space for yourself and for the others that are all gathered together. And so energy will tell you, the rules of energy are, when you've taken out something and we just cleared our space, something needs to be put in. We've created a vacuum, we've created a void. So I offer sweetgrass, and this is something that in my belief system is an offering of sacredness to ancestors, to those who have gone before and those who will go after us. This sweetgrass, oh, it is my favorite. It is my favorite to burn. And since we started like last year, I said, I think I made mention of this a couple of rituals ago, that it was just that huge long braid and it's gotten so short, but I still love to use it. I mean, I have other ones, but this just is very special for me. So I'm going to go ahead and burn a little bit more, just to really, really charge the space. Look at that fire of the Aries. And here we are in that fiery energy. Okay. So how have you all been? How have things been in your life? I noticed in some conversation that there are some new people here today, and I wanted to welcome Laura's daughter. She's here for the first time, and others who have decided to join in the circle and to be part of this gathering. It is really transformed. I know I have been transformed by doing these and not missing 1 month of these new moon rituals. It has given me really an opportunity to reflect, to look at my life, and to see what needs to be planted, or things that I thought that needed to be planted intentionally wise. I realized there were other things that needed my attention that came to the forefront. So I've grown a lot exponentially from these offerings and the service, and I hope and intend that you have too, and that tonight together we will really uh, just come together in a space of love and unity and create powerful possibilities. So before we get on with the ritual, I wanted to let you know about the giveaway, because this is something that I do as a thank you, as an acknowledgement for sharing energy, and just something fun to do. Is I give a giveaway every month. They're all different depending on what I'm guided to give. And so this month, being that we're going into spring here in the north, and it just feels like that Fey energy is out. It's coming about. You see, where I live, you're seeing that the earth start to show signs of renewal and rejuvenation, and it's really starting to awaken. And I have been really feeling like that Fey energy coming alive. I mean, next month, if you follow the Celtic wheel of the year, it is going to be Beltane, and it's all about that the Beltane fires, the energies of passion and of playfulness. So as a giveaway gifty, I am giving away this new, it's very new actually. It's called The Fairy Forest. If you can see this with a glare, by Lucy Cavendish. It's this oracle deck. I actually have one that I can show you some of the cards. And so as a little fun thing, especially for coming into the energies that we're going to be experiencing here in the north. So my gosh, the energies of these cards are very playful, but they go into different energies of the Fae, and hallmarking different times of our lives too. For instance, this one by Astrild, it's called Astrild, Love, Fire, Sensuality, and Fertility. And that is kind of the energies that Aries holds, as well as what we're going into here in the north. So that is a really cool card. And actually, that's the cover of the deck. Well, yeah, the cover of the deck of the box. So like there's just a whole bunch. It's just beautiful cards. I think the artist, what is her name? Lucy Cavendish did it, but the artist is Maxine God, Gadd, God. So I mean, there's just some really fun ones, and I can get into just lost in these cards. So one of you, look at me, the Maybon. No, we're not in that yet, but it's just there's such a glare with the lighting. Anyhow, just beautiful cards. The unicorn, yay! And fun things. I think she is cool. The Sigil Keeper. She's the keeper of the signs, the symbols, messages. She's cool. One of my favorites. I'm looking. Here she is, cunning woman. She's in the first card. I wanted to show her to you, even though she's a very fall kind of character. You look at her, and she just reminds me of like the Aries energy. So, anyways, somebody, and we'll announce that at the end of the ritual to get that. I'm excited to see who. Okay, so if you have a candle, I ask that you go ahead and light that, kind of to prepare the way to prepare your space, which I have done before we connected together. Also on my altar, I have some stones that represent for me fire energy and energy that of just working with the chakras that kind of signify fire. So I have carnelian, I have orange calcite, and I have citrine, actually, even though it's kind of more in the yellows. This just seems, I love the heart too back there, but also just, it's for me, it holds that energy. So if you have any crystals that you want to charge, or any stones, the most important thing though is you. So if that's the only tool that you have, that's the most important and the most sacred one. So don't worry about it if you don't have anything. If you have something to write with, I suggest you get that, or if you have it already, that's perfect. Just keep that with you, because we're going to be doing some exercises with some writing. So, okay, so now just kind of get comfortable. For you who know this, who've been with me, know the drill. Just kind of get comfortable in your wherever you're sitting, and just kind of be in this space. Drop down fully into your body. So I want to take a couple of deep breaths to just kind of collect ourselves. So inhaling, calling all of your energy back to you, Hold it, and as you exhale, releasing all energy that is not yours back to source. Inhale again, calling all of your energy back to you. And as you exhale, releasing all worries, doubts, concerns. One last inhalation, deep breath, inhaling, full belly. And as you exhale, focus on being in this present moment with me. And I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to focus on your heart space, the space of infinite love and possibility. We call that your heart chakra, for those of you who don't know. And I want you to imagine a beautiful spiral getting bigger and bigger. It can be any color that you choose. Often, pink or green is associated with the heart chakra, but it can be any color that resonates with you. And see this spiral getting so big that it actually engulfs all of your body. This is the pure frequency of love, and this is our most authentic energy. It connects us to our highest self. It connects us to all possibilities. It connects us to the sacred, the holy. And I want you to picture everyone who's taking part in this ritual live or afterwards in the recording. All time being now, we are all present, sitting. Imagine us sitting in a big, huge circle, wherever we may be around the world, all sitting together in this space and time. And I want you to picture your beautiful spiral energy extending to the person sitting at your left and out through your left side, seeing your spiral merging with theirs. Colorful dances of light, any color that you choose, any color that you see, it's absolutely perfect. And see their spiral and yours extending out through their left into the person on their left side. And so it goes clockwise around, creating a beautiful, sacred, holy container for this gathering tonight. This powerful heart space being shared in complete love and in complete trust. And see it working its way around until it comes back to you and you receive this beautiful, vibrant energy from your right, merging with your spiral. Allow these energies to bless your field now. Connecting heart space with each and every one, knowing that we are all divinely held, we are safe, and we are all children of the universe, of the All Mother. Breathe that in. And now let's call in the quarters. We call to the direction of the east, element of air, powerful, mighty winged ones, where all things begin. We call you now, come and be part of our circle. And to the direction of the south, element of fire, the fire breathers, the fire walkers. the energy of Aries, fire and passion and creation, ingenuity and creative spark, the sacred flame. We call you now, come and be part of our circle. And to the direction of the west, element of water, sacred embiotic fluid, the waters of life, the record and timekeepers. We call you now, come and be part of our circle. And to the direction of the north, element of earth, Pachamama, elementals, ancestors, those who have gone before us and those who will go after. Earth keepers, record keepers, we call you now, come and be part of our circle. We call in our ancestors, the sacred, holy, and the divine. We call in the divine one energy to surround us, to flow through us, and to anchor us into this time and space, into no time and into no space, all time being now. And we call to the All Mother, come, bless us, your children, be with us, inspire us, teach us how to walk in perfect harmony with our truest and highest path for our highest good. We call you now, come and be part of our circle. The circle is now cast. Welcome. Bam, right? As soon as that happens. I love that. And wow, it's really interesting. I don't know about you, but whenever we do that connecting of the circle and we really share our heart space with one another, I can feel you, each and every one of you. It is so powerful. You truly, you truly are just powerful individuals. All of you are here for a reason. It is no accident that you have come to the Shakti spiral, that you have come to share your energy and to also be blessed by others' energy. We are a spiritual tribe, and the more we grow, the more lives are blessed. And it's not about one, it's about all. And this in this work that we do together, we may focus on our individual needs, but when we do so, we give permission to others to focus on theirs. And so it goes, you being the center of your spiral, each person you touch by your life. How many people do you know just where you're sitting right now or within arm's reach? Are you able to touch? It is a miracle, truly, that we are not meant to go this way alone. And the more that our group is growing, how powerful things are shifting in people's lives. I'm honored and blessed to hear about it, and I intend that we continue this work together. So, as we were speaking about the new moon rituals and we were speaking about the energies, I wanted to, because it was something that kind of came up in my field, and I wanted to kind of explain, especially for those who are not really sure, why do I call in the elements? Why do I call in the directions? And that is because we are all made up of the elements. We are, even though we are spiritual beings, and that is one of the last I call in of our truest nature, we all have within us these elements. And so when we call those in, we are inviting in our truest selves, our truest nature, besides those divine protectors to hold this field for us as we are working. It's also calling to that inner ancient place within us that has no name, that knows all and has been all and sees all. That part within us that we are not even aware of at times, but observes and watches. People can call that your divine self, your God self, your goddess self, your highest self, any name that you attribute to it. That is who we're also calling forth and asking for an invitation to come and to be part, to align to, so that when we do this work, it is done with the highest of intentions and the highest of integrity. And calling in the one energy, well, I am the frequency carrier, the high priestess for this energy, and I've been truly honored to be this vessel and to work within the all mother frequencies, because this is what is what is coming now. And that is that everybody needs a mother. Everybody, whether you, besides the mother that we have been blessed to be born through, we all need the energy of the mother. I truly believe that if the mother was present in our society, nobody would go hungry or without, because everybody is somebody's child. And this is, you've heard me say this before, and I will continue to say it, because it is a sacred reminder of what we are healing and what is needed in the world. So within those frequencies, all possibilities, because the Creatrix, the Divine Mother, in her womb, in this new moon energy, being in that container with infinite possibility, anything is possible, anything. So now, with those ideas and that understanding that anything is possible, I want you to get out your writing tool, your journal, or whatever you have to write with. And if it's something that you haven't chosen to do, I intend that you will hold that space for yourself to remember and retain what you're going to receive tonight. So since we were talking, I just want to again just have you close your eyes for a moment. And I want you to focus on your breath. Now, remember me teaching you about the heart and the womb space. So for women, it is the womb, and for men, it's your na'al, which is the ancients would call, and that is your gut, that gut instinct that guides you before the logical mind takes over and tries to talk you out of what you instinctually feel. So I want you to put your hand there. You can't see me doing that because of my camera, but I have my hand on my womb space, and then my heart. And when you have these two places connected, when you connect your womb space and your heart space, or your gut, that intuition within you, and in your heart space, not just one or not just the other, but both completely linked together, you really are able to access truly divine direction. And you're connected not just from your heart, but from that instinct that roots us and guides us without reason, without logic. So within those two spaces, I ask that you close your eyes and you just breathe deeply, paying attention to how you feel, how your body feels in this moment. Inhaling and exhaling. And I want you to picture that magical shelf. Picture the shelf that is all magical. This shelf can be any size, shape, color, any kind of material. And on this shelf, place all of your worries and concerns, especially those that may have been kind of at the forefront of your day. The to-do list, the have to get done list, the obligation list, anything that calls your attention away from this very present moment, put all those energies there. And knowing that this is a magical shelf, so if you decide to not take it back after the end of this ritual, it will be taken care of for you by your sacred and holy tribe, your spiritual team. So releasing all cares, worries, and concerns at this time. I want you to focus on those lower chakras. So if you're not familiar with those, the lower chakra, the lowest, well, there are more besides this, but we're going to focus on just the 7 major ones. So I want you to focus on your root chakra, which is at the base of your spine, kind of located there. And typically it is a color red. So I want you to focus on that chakra, seeing it in that red glow hue. And I want you to travel that energy up until you get to your groin area, and that is what's called your sacral chakra. And it's usually typically orange. And I want you to see the red merging kind of with the orange, traveling that energy and pulling it upwards until you get to your navel, about 2 finger widths above your navel, and that is the solar plexus chakra. And that's typically yellow. Pull up that energy, seeing that yellow brighter than the sun. Again, continuing up until we get to our heart space, our heart chakra. That beautiful space. Typically, it's, like I said, either a pink or a green, depending on what vibrates, the energy that you vibrate with, or what energies vibrate with you. Pulling that energy up still until you get to your throat chakra. A light sky blue is typically the color at the base of your throat. Continue to pull that energy up, travel it up until you get to your third eye, between your eyebrows. It's typically an indigo color. And with that, keep pulling it up until you get to the top of your head, or a little bit above your crown chakra. That is typically a violet or a white. Now I want you to picture your energy field at that in this very moment, and cascade this energy down until it kind of engulfs you again and comes back to the base of your spine, through your feet, upward again. So we're creating kind of an energy force. It's kind of like we call that a torus, but it looks like a donut, okay? Kind of like a donut shape. So you're in the center of a donut, okay? You don't have to really picture a donut, but think of the energy field kind of shaped like that. This field is very, very powerful, and a lot of people don't realize how powerful it is. I want you to take a moment to really feel the expansiveness of your toric field, this torus. Feel the energies. And the circulation actually goes both ways, so you can feel that. And the reason why I draw your attention to this, now I want you to open your eyes. Not only does it align your chakras immediately, it also puts you in a space to create from all chakras, not just from the base, where is our primal instincts, the instincts of have to, because it's survival, and not always from your crown chakra, which is very much based in the spiritual, but it's all combined so you become completely and fully in harmony in that harmonic balance. So what you create in this space becomes truly in sync and in alignment with your full alignment, your highest path. So with your writing now, I want you to write, if there were no restrictions, whether it be monetary, age, location, anything. If there were no restrictions, what would you create for your life? Without thinking, write it down. Don't censor it. Don't even worry about how it's spelled. Write it down right now. What would you create? What would you give yourself permission to have, do, or be? Write it down. I'll give you a couple seconds. Now, from this space, I want you to ask the question, what do you need to create to align to this? Write down what you think you need to create. Okay, maybe what the world tells you need to create, what you feel drawn to, whether it be a class or whether it be a location, or maybe you feel like you're too old, or maybe you feel you're too young. Write that down. Maybe it's society telling you why it isn't possible to create, or maybe you feel like it's a really big deal to create. What do you feel you would need to create to have that? Okay. Couple more seconds. Okay, now I want you to answer this question. Why haven't you created it? Don't try to censor. Just write whatever comes to mind. Whatever comes the first thing, write it. Why haven't you created it? Okay, you ready? Now put your pen or your pencil or whatever your stylus, whatever you're writing with down. And I want you again to close your eyes. Yes, we're doing a lot of that. Opening and closing of the eyes today. Okay, so hand on your heart, hand on your womb space or your gut. Okay, you're in that instinctive place. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to breathe a little bit. You've gotten some information and you've also written down some things that you think um, you're ready to create and have in your life. And a lot of people believe, well intended, we get a lot of suggestions throughout our life. This is what we should be doing. We're so good at this. This is what we should be pursuing. Well intended, very loving people around us can fill our mind with a lot of information. The world can fill our mind with a lot of information. And also things as why we wouldn't be qualified or what restricts us. A lot of information. But now we're going to go to source for information. So I want you now to focus in your third eye. I want you to see a path. Think of it, it could be a path outdoors, it could be a path, a hallway, anything that resonates with you as a path. And I want you to just walk down this path with me right now, allowing me to be your guide. Let's walk this path together. Notice how you feel as you think about this huge desire. If you could have anything, be anything, or do anything, and anything without any restrictions, what would it be? And with that information, walking this path. You'll notice that as you are walking, you feel certain that you are meant to live a certain life here, that your life is not an accident. You didn't just come here to take up space, but that there is a real purpose to your life. Whether you know it or not, you're already aligned to that path. And that's why we're here tonight. And you will find that there is a door at the end of this path. It's illuminating. It can be any size, shape, or color. I want you now to step through this door. And I will wait for you here. And on the other side of this door, you see a flame. It's brilliantly red. It's just suspended in air. This brilliant flame that is red starts to change colors and turn to orange, and then yellow, and then green. It continues to change to a light blue, a dark blue, and finally violet. This is the violet flame, the great transmuter. It assists in transmuting fraudulent energies anything false and not in complete harmony with who we are. This flame is very, very sacred. It's held by ascended masters and those of the higher realm and plane. And right now, this flame has something for you. The very last things that you wrote of why you believe, why you have not created, or what you feel you have to create in order to have that thing that you desire. If you could have anything or be or do anything, all of those limits, anything that is limiting, anything that was told to you or taught to you that feels weighted or burdensome, I want you now to picture it in your hands. What does it look like? What does it resemble? And I want you to offer it now to the violet flame. I want you to see it completely engulfed, being transmuted into energy that does serve for your highest good. See it changing. This is the great alchemy. See it transforming. And now I want you to ask, what is it that I truly need to know about my greatest desires? What is my fullest alignment and my highest path? And now, beloved of the universe, receive your answer. This sacred flame within it contains infinite, infinite love. You see somebody or you see something emerging from this flame. It could be a sacred guide, it could be a symbol, it could just be clear information. But whatever it is and way it shows itself to you, receive it now. Do not doubt what you receive. Receive it with an open heart, knowing you are worthy. And now thank the symbol or person or being or whomever or however it has shown itself to you, your answer. Watch it go back into the flame. You have now received sacred, holy information. Watch the flame go again, thanking the flame as it turns from purple into a dark blue, into a light blue, into green, into yellow, into orange, and back into red until it completely dissipates. And turn and walk through the door where you'll find me standing waiting for you. And now let's turn and walk down the path again. And I want you to notice how you feel. How does your body feel? How do you feel with this information that you've received? Traveling back now. Again, focusing on your third eye. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. I want you to take a moment to write down what it is you received, whether it is a symbol or a message or all of the above. However it showed itself to you, go ahead and write down the information that you received now. And I invite you to revisit this again as you think about what took place tonight after the ritual is over. And definitely sit with us for the week, for the month. Okay, now going back to your list, I want you to look again at that second thing that you feel you need to create in order to have what it is that you truly desire if there were no restrictions, if there were no limits. And I want you to see if that, what you need to create, is still the same as you thought it was. Is the answer still the same or has it changed? And then in the third thing, going forward with what you're going to do. What is one thing that you will do to take a step closer to what it is that you truly desire? Write it down. If it's more than one thing, that's fine. But just focus on one thing, one at a time, trusting that when you're done with that one thing, another one thing will present itself, and so on and so forth. Knowing that you're not alone in receiving your answers, that you really can go to this place at any time. You can go within and connect and ask. The answers are always there. Okay, now how do you feel? How do you feel knowing that really the only restrictions that we have in our lives are those placed upon us? And I'll give you kind of an example with what just happened with me and my beloved Mr. Wallace. What happened with Mr. Wallace, he had, for those who don't know, he had a skull-based tumor, and we found out, thank goddess, it's benign. But the whole point is, it's even paying attention to that circumstance and to that set of realities, that part right there. I knew that we had an opportunity for healing, miraculous healing, at a faster pace than what the doctors and what medical science says. And how much does that happen in life? When we are set with a certain challenge, we are already automatically given rules to this challenge. We're told that it might be hard, or it might be long and daunting, or you're going to struggle, or we can transcend those rules. We can transcend any rule that limits and prohibits us from expansive consciousness. And that is what we're going to. That's what the All Mother energies are about. It's about taking what has been done and taking it to a whole other level in a way that has never been done before. Because we are not meant to always maneuver within the guidelines that society tells us. We're meant to push and expand that, to go beyond that. That is what consciousness does all the time. That is what the sacred, holy, and the divine, that's what happens all the time. So with that understanding, how do we limit our lives, or how do we play by those rules that were meant to transcend? How often do we play by rules that are not even ours to begin with? Somebody made them up somewhere. They came from something. I'm not saying that society doesn't have to have any rules, but in the sense of how you create or what you believe, those are pressed upon you by somebody else. You have to understand this, and this is something from this moment forward. I want you to ask yourself this question, and you can write it down to remember. Whenever you're put up or pressed upon with a reason for why something isn't working, or any belief in your life, any belief from this moment on, I want you to ask yourself, is it my truth or is it a teaching that I received from somewhere, something conditioned from society? Is it my truth or is it a teaching given to me? And even though I'm teaching you this right now, you can even transcend this. So it's not even asking the question. But for right now, as we're getting our feet wet in this possibility that we can transcend, we can expand ourselves. This is what spirit does. This is what nature does. A flower doesn't just stay the same size. I mean, it can be small. It can be even larger, depending on how successful it has gone through the growing process. So, is it a teaching, or is it your truth? And that's what you always need to go back to this, go back to this, and ask yourself, what is in my truest and highest alignment? And know that you can change. You can change your perspective and you can change your life. If I constantly looked at what happened with Mr. Wallace as why is this happening to us, I never would have received the opportunities and the gifts that came or that are coming. We're still in it, that have come after, and that is the opportunity to completely feel love from people I've never met before, to grow my spiritual tribe, and to see miracles happen, to be witness to that. And so I leave that with you. You are so much more than you give yourself credit for. And it's time to really, really own that. Really own your magnificence in every way. Give yourself permission to be magnificent and to show up in the world that way. There's so many people that have been dumbed down by society's standards. It's time to let that go. You are so loved. And so now it is time definitely to close our circle. I want to thank you for being here with me tonight and for showing up, for having the courage to do this work and to walk this path. So closing your eyes. And I'm guided to, before we release the elements, to send a special sacred blessing to those in our circle who are in need, who may even have a hard time believing in their greatness. We send love and we send strength. You are not alone. Feel the love from each and every one of us. Feel the love from the All-Mother. Feel the love inside of you. We thank you, beloved All-Mother, for being here. We thank you for your love and for your presence. And to the Divine One energy, thank you for being part of our circle. Ancestors, spiritual team, sacred guardian angels, thank you for being part of our circle. And to the direction of the north element of earth, powerful, great Pachamama, thank you for being part of our circle. To the direction of the west, element of water, thank you for being part of our circle. To the direction of the south, Aries, sacred fire, the violet flame, element of fire, thank you for being part of our circle. And the direction of the east, element of air, where all things begin, thank you for being part of our circle. And with your eyes closed, focus again on this circle, this sacred circle where there is no beginning and no end. The love that has been shared here, the miracles that have been witnessed, the information that has been received, those who are here presently and who will come after. We are all one. Thank you for being here. Sending loving energy to each and every one. Release the circle now. Release the spiral energy out of your right side to the person on your right. See it go in a clockwise fashion. See it go in a counterclockwise fashion around the circle, counterclockwise, uncoiling, until again you have your energy coming back to you from your left side. And with your energy, your beautiful heart space energy, wind it up, making it smaller and smaller still, circling the energy in until once again it is safely placed inside your heart chakra. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, beloved friends, for being part of this Shakti spiral journey. And before I make we're going to do the giveaway video, I want to just, I know that it's kind of, how do you feel about the way we do it? As far as I want to honor those who attend live with these, like I said, with these giveaways. So the 3 places that we will look for people who want to be entered into this drawing. I was going to ask you, how do you feel about the 3, or just focus on the 1? I'm open to suggestions as far as like how to do the giveaways, because sometimes it's kind of funny going back and forth between pages to look for all of the people who want to be entered. And I definitely want to make sure that everybody is entered who wants to be. But this is only for those who have made the commitment and have honored this space by attending live. So I want, like I said, to do this, and that's why we do a video separately with the drawing afterward, and we don't wait very long. Like 5 minutes is basically what we do for the drawing. If you're interested in these cards, the Fairy Forest by Lucy Cavendish and artwork by Maxine Gadd, go ahead and place your entry, or just simply say, Shakti, I would love to be part of this giveaway, and post it in the Google Plus event page. 3 places: the Google Plus event page, the YouTube streaming live video, like underneath the video where it's streamed live. You can go ahead in the comment section and say you want to be entered into the drawing there, or on the Facebook event page, not the Shakti Spiral page or the One Ascension International page, the Shakti Spiral event page on Facebook. You can see those 3 places, because some people don't have access to Facebook, so that's why I do it on YouTube. They can go ahead and comment there. Please enter me into the giveaway. So I'll give you about 5 minutes after this is over to go ahead and put in your name for the drawing, and then Mr. Wallace and I will be back to do the giveaway. Thank you so much for being part, and I send all of my love to each and every one of you. Connect with me on Facebook through One Ascension International or the Shakti Spiral, and I would love to hear what you think, what you have to say about this. What have you encountered? What has taken place in your life with being part of these rituals, and maybe share your story about what happened tonight. I know that we would love to hear, as we are all a spiritual tribe. Thank you for showing up, and so many blessings to you. Mwah.